Hey, Deanna Seymour here with a quick heads up. This is a collection of past shows and ongoing experiments. You're going to hear different intros and old ads, but the ideas still hold up. You can tell where you're at by the cover art. And if you ever want to chat about life and business, check out my free community at jointheplayhouse.com. Oh my gosh, today's episode is going to be so fun for you to listen to. I'm talking to that content strategist, Jess Bruno, who's helped over 400 small business owners turn followers into paying clients. She built a six-figure business with under 5,000 Instagram followers. Proof you don't need to go viral to grow. I reached out to Jess originally to talk about her fuck it content ideas. If you've listened to me for a while, you know that I've had a fuck it mantra as my word of the year for a while. And I wanted to talk to her about the idea of ditching traditional networking for ne-twerking. Yeah, twerking. Okay. Let's get into the interview already. Jeez. Hey, Jess. How's it going?
Good. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I am so excited to talk to you. I feel like, my branding is very colorful and sassy and funny. And so whenever I find someone else online that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is colorful, sassy, and funny. Yours is like a little more naughty than mine. So I'm like, oh my God, I love it. Like, what did it say on your Instagram this morning when I was looking? It said, want visibility, serve content. I was like, hilarious. I love it. A little star asterisk. You gotta fill in the blank yourself. So maybe that's me making it naughty, but I love it. Okay.
Thank you.
So we're just gonna dive right in because I love an episode that just gets to work. And this series is called Cool People Doing Cool Things. And so the two things that really jumped off your profile and smacked me in the face were the idea of fuck it content and also the idea of networking, right? Yes. I don't even know how to say it officially. So you have to say it the real way. Because when you see it written,
that's it. That's perfect.
Networking.
Yeah.
Okay. And then shake your butt a little bit in my mind. You can't not shake your booty while you say it. So, Okay. So let's talk about fuck it content first. Because sure. I kind of hate content, especially on Instagram. But looking at your profile makes me be like, maybe I could get back into it. So tell me.
Content gets to be the most fun part of your business. And a lot of business owners are out here treating it like it's their taxes.
That's me. I hate it. Hate it. So I have a static 9 grid where I never post ever. And I'm getting pulled back in a little bit to Instagram just because.
Well, listen, it all bloody works. It all works. Whatever 9 grid. It works, right? Some people make millions of having a 9 grid. It just depends on what you want to do and how visible you want to be. And you can be visible without Instagram content. You can do it anywhere. But for me, I found Instagram is the best. I've literally built my entire business of posts that get 30 likes.
Okay. I love that. Say that one more time for the people listening, because I feel like a lot of people listening get nervous. I think there's a lot of I don't want to say shame, but pressure, right? So you just said you grew your whole business off. Would you say posts that get 30 likes, which is
literally.
Yeah. Okay.
I built a multiple 6-figure business on an average of 30 likes a post.
Perfect. I love that. Okay. So tell me, what is fuck it content? What does that mean to you?
Fuck it content to me, I started talking about it a couple years ago because a lot of my clients they'd come to me because they were so nervous about posting, they were scared, they were overthinking it so much. And I was saying, just fuck it, just put, what's the worst that can happen? No one sees it. Okay, great.
Yeah.
What is the worst that can happen? And then fuck it content kind of turned into, and I feel like audacity is such a buzzword at the moment. Audacity, personality, they're kind of coming out of the woodwork in spite of AI, I think. But having the balls just to be honest on social, to post things that aren't perfect, to show up messy, to have a spelling mistake, Like, I could also say I built a 6-figure business on spelling mistakes.
My God, I know. And what's with the people who love to point out a grammar mistake? Like,
Oh, let
something's
them
wrong.
come.
Yeah.
Point it out, babe. Point it out. Show me what I've done.
Saying, I'd rather be the person who made the spelling mistake than the person who points it out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Me,
but
personally.
It really, having this kind of fuck it, but also it encompasses a lot of stuff. So I want, and I work with my clients to make content the most fun and most profitable part of their business, because it gets to be that. Like, you get to sit and like be really silly on camera and like make pretty pictures in Canva and then sell like, the fuck out of your offer. Like, you get to do that. This gets to be so fun. We get to play grown-up Sims all day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you want that, you can have that. But like, fuck it comes in not just for like, oh, just post it, because there is a strategy involved, but fuck it, do the strategy. Fuck it, like spend an hour on a post. Like let that be okay. Make the time for it. If you keep avoiding content, like it all works. I'm not going to say it doesn't. Like, you don't want to do content, okay, you'll find another way to do it. But there is content, in my opinion, is the most fun way to do it.
Yeah. Like, when you say it all works, which I feel like I've said that before, but I just want to make sure we're saying the same thing when we say that. Like, if you want to like do a podcast or go on podcasts, or you want to start a YouTube channel, like all the things you can do work, but
it all works.
But you have to do them.
But so, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And it's either it all works. I say it all works, or choose your hard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So if you're around here and you're thinking like, okay, I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. What are the benefits of Instagram as opposed to like a YouTube channel? Like, for you, and I'm sure like it's different for everybody, but like, why do you think you sort of took this route?
Instagram for me, why did I choose it? Honestly, in the beginning in my business, it's what I had. So I'm one of the kind of people that switched their personal account to a business account. I didn't start a new account. Like, my business started in late 2019, 2020 as like a means to an end. I had nothing else that I could do. And I had lots of people in my personal life sending me messages asking me for marketing advice, because I've worked for marketing for years and years and years in my employed job, which I couldn't do anymore due to health reasons. And so out of annoyance of getting all these messages, I just turned my personal Instagram, which had under 1,000 followers, all people from like school and childhood and uni and random places, and I just started posting content advice on there. And I chose Instagram because it was my least path to resistance. It was the easiest way for me to start off by giving advice, but then it turned into this thing that I monetized. But it all works. I could go over to LinkedIn tomorrow and my business would still be great. I could post this. From a strategy point of view, I say I'm platform agnostic. Like, you can still join my programs if you're not an Instagram first. Like, I had clients go viral on LinkedIn. Someone's growing 100 followers on YouTube every day. It's more of a learning how to use your voice and use your messaging and show up as you on whatever platform you feel is easiest to do that.
Okay. I love that. With a fucking attitude.
Actually
doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And would you say that the fucking attitude is the secret to kind of overcoming the jitters or the overthinking or the perfectionism?
Yes, I would. Because that I have imposter syndrome. I've got like the voice inside my head all consistently. It's something that I've had to work on ever since I was a child. Like,
same. Yeah, I think we all have it, right?
We all have it. We all have it. We all have our demons. We all have the little voice in our head telling us how shit we are. It never goes away, but having this kind of fuck it attitude where you can make content be low stakes can really, really help. Even though you have a very, like, I work with amazing business owners who are like, most of them are like the sole breadwinner for their family, and they have a high stakes business that this is their job. you can trick your brain into making content low stakes, knowing that all visibility is good visibility, and you can grow and scale and convert whilst having this fuck it attitude.
I love it. Okay, so I have a daughter who's 10,
Mm.
and she has already started to get that voice in her head because, you know, the beauty industry and the diet culture and all that crap. Even though we try not to do it in our house, it just permeates everything. And so, because she likes K-pop demon hunters, you just said we all have our demons. So we're like calling that voice in her head a demon. And I was telling her, you know, and you could tell that thing like, shut up. And she was like, oh, because like we don't say that to each other, or like, you know, we're like, oh my God, that's rude. But I'm like, yeah, no, you can tell that demon to shut up. And then it kind of reminds me of that scene in Home Alone with the radiator that he's scared of. And he's like, shut up, you know, and is like not afraid anymore in the basement. And so I just think if somebody's listening and they're like, oh my God, fuck it, it's so sassy. Like, you know, you can pick your own thing. But the whole point is to say, like, beat it, geek, shut up, cool out.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly that. A softer way of saying it is what's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or why not? Like,
Yeah.
I like to question, because for me, there's always the advice around like the imposter syndrome and the demons in our head, telling it to like, oh, go away or call it out. But I like to question it
Mm-hmm.
and like come to it with like kind curiosity. That's really interesting of you to say, Demon. Why are you saying that? Can you just give me some proof that what you're saying has truth and merit?
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, you're
That
nicer. You're
helps
nicer
me.
to your demon. I said, say shut up. Just tell it,
Yeah.
fuck off. That's a fuck off.
I
Fuck it.
try. I try. Sometimes I try and do that, and that's not enough because it will keep shouting at me until I can try and get it to give me like proof of concept.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're like going into like internal family systems here. I kind of love it. Um, okay, one thing that popped up for me, and I know you did just say any platform that feels good to you. I mean, I really have loved podcasting, and that's been like my main thing. But I kind of feel like content is like quicker. Like if you are nervous and you're like, oh my gosh, like you could struggle a lot longer with a podcast episode and editing it perfectly and da da da. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe if you are struggling, like, I haven't ever thought about just thinking of Instagram content as like pretty quick. Like you could crank it out pretty quick and be like, okay, I'm not going to stress too hard. Let me just get it out as like kind of exposure therapy, maybe before
Yeah,
before
for
you move
sure.
on to like a long form content that maybe you really like, maybe like practice throwing out some quick fuck it's on Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah, you
It just popped
absolutely
up.
could. But even the quick, like, what I try and normalize is content taking time.
Mm-hmm.
And you saying, fuck it, I'm going to spend an hour or 2 hours on one post that might flop. And that
Mm-hmm.
might sound like counterintuitive to, well, you could have recorded the podcast for an hour, then edited it. But
Mm-hmm.
like, giving yourself time to learn. Like, it's still, sometimes it will take me an hour on a piece of content, but I find it a really enjoyable experience. You have to,
Mm-hmm.
if it's, as long as I'm enjoying it, I will see the value in it, no matter what the metrics on the other side come out of it with.
Mm-hmm.
My business, my business has always, my business has grown year on year by me having this relationship with my content. If
Mm-hmm.
it's not fun for me, whether it takes me, and I don't see the value in something taking 5 minutes and putting it up there. There's always those posts that are like, oh, why did the post that took me 5 minutes go viral and the one that I spent 10 hours on didn't do anything?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if it takes you 5 minutes or 5 hours. Did you enjoy the process? Yes, amazing, great. Then it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that. I'm a former art teacher, so like thinking of it in terms of a creative process and something that
Mm,
you're going to enjoy while you're doing it. And like you said, I think that also
yeah.
takes the pressure off of like, well, I guess it could go either way. Like if you really loved it, you put your heart and soul into it and like crickets, you could be sad about that. But you could also tell yourself like, well, I really enjoyed making it. So like who cares that,
But if
you know,
you
like it
put
was
your
for
heart and
you.
soul, exactly. If you put
Yeah.
your heart and soul into it and you posted it, I would still be really grateful for that one cricket that was like,
Hmm.
yay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
And just like flipping the script and being grateful for the creative process that you got to experience making it for yourself. Like if you never
Exactly.
posted it, you still liked making it. I like that. Because now I'm like rewriting some scripts in my head. So Let me focus. I'm like, okay, wait, we're doing a podcast interview. Let me not go down a rabbit hole thinking through my content and all my issues. Um, okay, let's also talk about the way you talk about networking.
Sure.
So, what brought that on? When did that start? How did you do that?
So I have a second business called ne-twerking, which is a non-traditional networking space. It started all the way back in 2021. It wasn't called networking at the time. It was just, I think it was called like the Small Biz Mixer. And so I have a autoimmune disease called ulcerative colitis, which in 2021 had me housebound, and everyone was telling me you need to go to networking events to grow your business. And I was like, I can't actually. I can't leave the house. I'm going to the toilet 40 times a day. I just don't think that's something I've got in me at the moment.
Yeah.
And so I started attending these online networking events. So I didn't invent online networking. That was definitely a thing that was available to me at the time. But I found them all so boring. You go, you get put in a breakout room, you need to pitch yourself, and then you come back, and then you get randomly put into another breakout room where you're with the same person, and you're like, oh, hi again. Like there's never any care in it, and it all just felt like a free for all. And I was like trying to I was trying to prove myself to all these people that I was meeting, and I was like, this is hell. This is hell. Yeah. And I was like, there must be another way. So I created a networking event where it's the same principle. It's a Zoom call once a month. You come online. We have breakout rooms, but you do meet another person every single time. They're really small. They're about 3 people in each room, and you're not really allowed to talk about business. You can talk about anything else. You can kind of talk about, like, you can introduce yourself and say what you do, but it's made for you to have a casual, like, water cooler coffee chat, like you would have a casual after work drinks. The theme of every event is always collaboration. So it's about you introducing yourself and seeing, oh, how maybe there's like some space for collaboration with us somewhere, somehow. And so that was the online event. There's it starts with loads of music. You get put into a breakout room. When you come back to get into your next room, we're playing some, like, call it the disco. So there's a little bit of music before you get put into your next room. And it's really, really fun. I've always got compliments to say it's the best people, it's the most vibe. And then in 2022, I had surgery to remove my large colon, which gave me, so you don't have to put this in the recording. You said your husband has Crohn's disease.
Yeah, no. People know that. My people know
okay.
Yep.
So the difference between Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis is that ulcerative colitis only affects your large colon.
Okay.
So once you have that removed, you're cured.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
How crazy. So I'm halfway through the procedure. I've had the majority of my large colon removed. I've only got about 6 inches in my rectum right now. So I'm still actively bleeding every day, but no stool goes through it because that goes into my stoma bag. Okay. But that's giving me, like, I don't go to the toilet 40 times a day anymore. My biggest issue is hydration. So I'm just constantly drinking hydration drinks. But I had my body and I could leave the house again. And so I put on Instagram stories, I put a random story up to my, like, 3,000-ish followers at the time. And I said, I really want to go out dancing, but I don't actually want to go out dancing into a club. Like, I don't want to go to a club or with anyone else I know. And I'm really focused on networking and growing my business. I wonder if there's a way that I could put 2 and 2 together. And that's how the word networking came to be born. That is original. That is something that I have trademarked. And I started creating these house party style networking events where it's all business owners. There's a live DJ. We have a twerk class. There are some really non-traditional prompts, like, that you go around and you have to try and ask people like, what's your most used emoji? And if you were doing a TED Talk, what would you do? Like, really lovely questions to meet each other. We all have lunch and it's a wonderful time.
Oh my gosh.
So now I have one online networking event per month because I still really believe in accessibility. And then around 3, maybe 4 in real life networking events a year.
I think when I first reached out to you too, I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous that I didn't come up with that. Like literally, so mine's called the Pop-Up Networking Party. But
Oh,
now I'm like,
cool.
but everything you described, I'm like, yes, there's like music when you get there, there's music in between. Cause I'm like, I feel like if you're introverted, you might like need a second to like not shake it off because we do fun questions too. So I feel like in the traditional networking, you might need a song to like really shake it off to get back to
Mm,
normal. But
mm.
I feel like ours are fun, but it's still nice to just like have a few seconds. Like maybe you forgot to get your water, maybe you have to go pee. Like we have music throughout, and I just love whenever I see anybody else talking about networking in a fun way because I feel like it has just gotten a bad rap with like I don't know, just people who are instantly like, do you want to be an affiliate? Do you want to be a referral? Oh my gosh, we could be a referral partner. And I'm like, dude, I just
Ugh.
met you. Like, let me kind of
The
like figure it out first.
literally after, so when I at my last networking event, I had someone purchase a ticket. They were traveling from afar and they made kind of not a big stink about it, but they were just like they told me they were coming, and then on the day they didn't turn up, which is normal. Most in-person events have a 10 to 20% dropout rate on the day, paid or unpaid. That's very normal.
Hmm.
And then 3 days later, I saw they posted a reel being like, why would I ever go to a networking event for 4 hours when I could stay home and work on my personal brand? And I was like, what's happening? But you are right. Networking, especially in the last year, has got such a bad rap, not only for being like affiliate marketing and gross, but for being a waste of time
Hmm. Yes.
and that you'll never get any um real work out of it.
Hmm.
That
You know
is
what?
like crazy.
I just made a connection between
Mm.
your philosophy on content and your philosophy on networking.
Oh my God,
Because
tell
I
me.
feel like if you have fun at the event, you already like won.
That's it. That's it. Part of my spiel at networking is that it, you will be remembered for being you. You don't need to hard sell your service. Tell people what you do, but the next time someone needs, like, say, their web design, they're going to remember you because you had the most fun conversation in the bathroom or you danced together to that song. They're not going to be like, that's why you're going to be top of mind for them, not because you told them how many websites you've built that year.
Hey, what are you doing on Thursdays? Want to come hang with me inside the Playhouse? It's part networking space, part creative clubhouse, and part, oh, thank God, other weirdos like me. And until July 2nd, you can join for just $150 per year. Head to jointheplayhouse.com to check it out. See you next Thursday. Yes. And also, I'm like, y'all, we have websites. Like most of us have websites. So like you don't need to spend the like, 9 minutes you get in a breakout room like trying to tell them like everything about your business. Like
Yeah.
just talk about your favorite Bravo shows so that they're
Well,
like, "Oh my God,
literally.
a website designer who also hates, Tom Sandoval. Like that's who I'm going to hire or whatever." I
And there
feel
we go.
like yes. But I just love that little nugget of like the more you can enjoy the thing that you're doing while you're doing it, the less pressure there is
Yeah.
to, oh, I didn't get a referral, I didn't get a collaboration. And also, like we both know, networking, you don't get that like in that 9 minute breakout room. Like you're not like sign a contract, sign an affiliate form right now, like give me a client right now.
Mhm.
But some people do get like wrapped up in that and like, ugh, this isn't working. It's very like transactional and like taker energy, not the
Yeah.
vibe. I'm
Not
sure
the vibe
at
at
your
all.
thing. And also people, I thought what I do this thing because my ADHD, I like skip ahead and I guess what people are going to say, and sometimes it affects my listening. So what I thought you were going to say about that person was why would I go to a networking event that's like fun? Because I've heard that a little bit. Like
No.
with my membership is called the Playhouse, and like people are like, wait, what? Like, we're just like hanging out. And I'm like, yeah, but we all have businesses. So, like, we're hanging out, we're becoming friends. And that's like actually when those conversations start. But I do feel like people are like, oh, what a waste of time. And I'm like, well, if you think you're just going to like walk up to people and be like, boom, we're like, mention me in your newsletter. I'm like, I mean, and maybe that does work for some people, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is it just the people we hang out with? Like a little more artsy, a little more fun? We're not into it?
Well, I found that with my clients, I give this baked beans analogy. So, a tin of baked beans.
Yeah.
If they were sold in glass jars, no one would buy them because they look fucking disgusting.
Yeah, like gelatinous brown.
Like gelatinous cubes, just like that. Gross. But if they've got all the beautiful packaging and you choose the one that you like and it says all the nice things, so you buy the beans, you love the beans. What I found with selling fun, it's really hard. And that is the main thing. That's the beans inside of my offer. People leave going, oh my God, this is so fun. I didn't know it could be so fun. Mm-hmm. But I have to sell them in on more of a tangible business-minded words, because especially when they're looking for services like mine, they want to know about conversion, they want to know about ROI, they want to know about like my social proof, they want to know how much faster they're going to get a content. So I use those words, but once they buy the beans, they open the beans, they learn about how having fun and making it like a dopamine experience will eventually get to those results. Like, well, my clients have had these results, but I've found that selling the fun and selling the play is an intangible thing. And I really struggled with sales when I was there.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
But my branding gets to still be fun.
I was going to say, anyone who would be like surprised that working with you was fun. I'm like, what? You just go to your Instagram and like.
Yeah, but this is why I'm saying there's the branding that I use, the like playful words that I use, but it has to stay for me inside of this, like, I still have to use those fucking business words.
Yeah, well, because that's the transformation they want. No one's like walking around being like, oh, I don't care if I make money, I just hope my business is more fun. Like yeah, that would be great. Like, can we get both? Like, you need to talk about the real things. But I wouldn't just say like a side effect or a bonus. It's like the way to get those things, but you don't lead with the fun. Smart.
Yeah.
Might be still leading with the fun a little more than I should be. We'll look at that. I'll look at that later. Anyways, smart. Okay. I think we've like done all the things. Did I miss anything that we were supposed to talk about? Let me look at my notes. Let me be organized. No, I think we talked about it. Content, it all works. It's going to be fun. You're going to like your process. And fuck it. Who cares about the result? I mean, we do.
And there we go.
I mean, I'm assuming you like do care and you tweak and you say, okay, like you're not just going to keep saying fuck it and like nothing's happening and you're like never looking at things. I'm assuming.
My work is heavily built on strategy. Mm-hmm. But I wrap that strategy in a fun dopamine filling experience.
Yeah.
And so I've got clients, you have to decide what your marker of success is, and we'll find your least path of resistance to getting there. And so I've got clients who aren't necessarily growing in followers or growing in vanity metrics, but they're working really hard on because their content isn't there. There still isn't the fun for them. It's taking them a bit longer to find what the fun is there, but we still need the money in the business. So we're getting our fun by doing like really cool CRMs and like making it color coded and doing all that kind of shit. And then I've got other
some freaks that's fun for. Just kidding.
Just kidding. And then I've got other clients who are consistently bringing in the followers, consistently bringing the emails in, and then their sales are a bit slower. And I'm like, because you're focusing too much on the content, and that's fine, and it's doing the thing, but you're not looking at your lead journey. You're not looking at that customers inside. You're getting churn in your membership because you've not updated the membership in X amount of time because you're getting your dopamine out of the content now, and you need to start focusing on the offer now. Mm-hmm. So it's a balance. It's a balance.
You're like a DJ. I don't know what DJs do with those little knobs.
They go wicka wicka.
I'm doing, yeah. You're like, okay, we're gonna turn up the bass on the sales. Yeah. We're gonna turn down the treble. Yeah. I don't know. I'm making up words. I don't know anything.
I think those are the right words.
I think they're similar. I think I'm in the right area. Okay, I love that. And would you also say that in order to get that data, you kind of have to say fuck it and get started so that you can say, okay, well, you've been doing this, but we need to like change this. Because if you're just like not doing it, you'll never know what's going to work. So we got to have the fuck it to get the data to do the strategy and hopefully sprinkle fun throughout.
I call that selling through the silence.
Wait, what does that mean?
So
I was like, deep. And then I was like, wait, I'm totally faking right now.
Sometimes, like I said, I built a stick, like my engagement is higher now. I'd say I can consistently get like 100 likes. That's still not loads. But like, you have to consistently sell through the silence. You have to post a lot of flops before you get that one post that goes up. But you also have to be okay with having a post that gets loads and loads of engagement and the next post getting none. You have to be able to have a post that goes viral, but then you didn't get any sales from it. Selling through the silence is you consistently showing up and talking about your offer. Yes, it will lead to sales, but you have to be really, you have to have a thick skin for it. And I found that thick skin gets easier to develop when you start finding fun in the process.
I like it because it matters, like the outcome matters less, even though we're saying we look at the data, we switch and do that. But the like emotional outcome can hopefully you can sort of separate from that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I could seriously keep talking to you all day about this. This was so fun. Tell the people where they can hang out with you online.
The easiest way for you to find me is on Instagram. It's at @JessBruno. You can also go to my website, jessicabruno.co.uk, which is a really fun experience.
Yes. Agreed. Both of them are really fun. So if you haven't already picked up on the fact that I think you should definitely go find Jess on the internet, just in case we didn't make that abundantly clear, you should do that. So thank you for being here. This was so fun.
You're so welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right. Hopefully I can make it to one of your events live one day. I want a twerking lesson before I hit the dance floor. Oh my gosh. Guess what? You're invited to our next Playhouse networking party. It's free, there's music, fun questions to break the ice, and absolutely no one will be pitch slapping you. Head to jointheplayhouse.com/party and we'll see you there. Oh my gosh, I love these 80s vibes.